Cashback is a great benefit when it comes to debit cards. I like debit cards because they don't allow for the acquisition of debt. But when you add in 1% cashback on top of paying for things in cash, I feel like I don't do that as well as the French do it. So today we're looking at a debit card that's been around for a hot minute. Let's discover what this debit card has under its hood. Puns. Hello there, I'm Caleb. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about rewards debit cards, then start now by hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Where most of the debit cards that I review are from small online banks, Discover is more of a traditional bank even though it's still entirely online. It doesn't have any crazy benefits attached to it like lottery tickets earned from purchases or fully customizable cards, but I'll tell you right now it's one of my favorites because of all the practical features and benefits that it provides. Let's get into the pros. First and most significant is that the Discover Cashback Debit Card provides 1% back on all purchases up to $3,000 per month. I've actually had this account since before Bailey and I were married, but we really haven't used it for anything with the debit card because we mostly write checks to charities through it. But back when I first got it, it still had cash back, but it was a straight 10 cents per transaction. Sure, it was a little bit, but it was basically only $3 to $5 back per month if you were using it on a regular basis. Now that it's 1%, it actually gets you a little bit further every month. You can also enroll in an automatic redemption program, which at the end of the month, it basically just takes whatever cash back you have and deposits it in your account. Pretty much like interest in a savings account. If you've been on my channel for very long, you know that I hate fees, which is where the second benefit hits home for me. This account and debit card has absolutely no fees at all. You get 1% back and there aren't any monthly or annual fees associated with it. When you're trying to be financially savvy, no fees are an absolute necessity, and Discover has you covered. Number 3, it's easy to pay others and get paid through it. For one, you get free checks with this account, which we use all the time. And I don't like paying for checks like we have to through our HYSA account. When you run out, just order more and they'll be delivered straight to your house for free. Second, it's easy to pay others through Zelle. I think that's how you pronounce it. Zelle is an easy and safe way to pay others for anything from a night out to babysitting to hitting the like button for the YouTube algorithm. I can't actually pay you for that, but I'd really appreciate it anyways. So Zelle is hooked up straight to the account, which makes it really simple for paying others without transferring paper Benjamins. When it comes to getting paid, it's just as simple to get paid through Zelle. And while many small online banks don't have the ability to mobile deposit checks, Discover does. So no need to leave your house when you get the check for winning the biggest pumpkin competition at your local fall festival. Number 4, you can connect your account to a Discover high yield savings account. A lot of debit cards that I've reviewed here only have checking accounts available, but I love that you can have a high yield savings account through Discover as well. It's helpful when you have direct deposits set up with your checking account, but then are still able to transfer cash into your savings instantly. And at the time of this filming, the interest rate is 0.4% APY, which is among the highest among any banks that I've seen recently. That's why we have our emergency fund with Discover. We put all the savings for our house in this account and we're able to gain quite a bit of interest from it. And number 5, here's a short list of great benefits that are also provided through the debit card and the checking account. 1, you have access to 60,000 ATMs nationwide that you can use for free. 2, if your card is lost or stolen, you can freeze it straight from your app so it can't be used. 3, they have 24/7 customer service available so you can get your questions answered anytime. 4, you can enroll in free bill pay so you can set up your monthly bills and just have them taken care of straight from your Discover account. Now, before we get into some cons, we gotta thank our sponsor, vacuums. You see, our old windows allow some stink bugs to get in, so we use this sucker to remove them from the premises. Let me tell you what, there is a rager of a stink bug party in there right now, so thank you, vacuums, for your service. While we're talking about things that suck, let's talk about the cons of this debit card and account. Number 1, the cashback is limited to $3,000 in purchases every month. So if you spend $4,000 in October, you'll only get back 1% of the first $3,000 that you spend. $3,000 will probably be fine for most people, at least I hope. But there are on occasion times where you're gonna spend more than $3,000 in a month, and it's nice to have that benefit, especially when you're going on vacation. Like when we bought our shed recently, we would have only gotten back $30 if we had used this card. Number 2, this account is through Discover, and they're gonna market their credit card to you non-stop. And as people who are trying to destroy debt and avoid it entirely, we don't want that. So the fact that you can easily get a credit card and acquire debt through Discover makes me uneasy. Do you wonder how they can provide 1% back on purchases with no fees attached? It's because people don't pay off their credit cards every month. By getting you to start with the debit card, it's much more likely they'll make their money back from you through credit card interest. So you have to be very careful and cautious if you get this account. I really do like the Discover Cashback account because of its practical tools, its cashback, and its lack of fees. Overall, I'd recommend it to anyone who wants a simple banking experience with the caveats and cons I mentioned. Having said that, let me know if this is a debit card that would work for you. If you found this video valuable, then give it a like because it really helped my channel. I'm serious, it really does help my channel. And I'd be honored if you subscribed as well so you can stay up to date on debit cards and how to control your finances. And remember, money doesn't have to be confusing. You can control it. If you want to check out my latest video, then check out this video up here. And if you want to see my playlist about rewards debit cards, then check out this link down here.